Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Amelia Lee. We start off our evening with a first alert weather day. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in the area, and Drake Foley, he joins me now. Drake, what are we expecting to happen this evening with that weather?
Yeah, thanks, Amelia. So we have been tracking a few severe thunderstorms over the last 2 hours. Those have continued to move from the northwestern parts of our area and into the central part of eastern Kentucky. I'm going to take a look at radar right now. Do have a severe thunderstorm warning out for Breathitt, Lee, Owsley, and Wolfe counties until 6:30. There's 17,000 people impacted by this, 60-mile-per-hour winds and hail up to an inch. Also have another severe thunderstorm warning for Breathitt and Magoffin until 6:30 as well, with a 60-mile-per-hour and an inch of hail as well, and then 1.25-inch hail for this Logan and Mingo County, West Virginia severe thunderstorm. And that involves 2,000 people with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So we're expecting this to continue for the rest of the night, probably until around 9 o'clock, that we're going to continue to see these severe thunderstorms do have a history of producing hail. So I am going to see if I can pick up the hail track real quick. And as you can see, did have a lot of hail just south of 460 near parts of West Liberty and Campton earlier, as well as moving towards parts of Prestonsburg, but that has since died down a little bit. But if we go over to our base velocity map, we do see these lighter greens are some still decently strong winds moving through, but the severe thunderstorms are no longer at that considerable level we saw about 30 minutes ago. Amelia?
Thank you, Drake. One man is dead after a shooting in Pike County on Wednesday. Kentucky State Police, Post 9, responded to a call about a shooting in the Sidney community. Troopers found 41-year-old William Cheney of Pikeville shot at a home on Big Creek Road. Cheney was pronounced dead at the scene by the Pike County Coroner's Office. Officials with Kentucky State Police say an investigation is continuing in regards to the shots. Thousands of customers are experiencing phone outages after a reported copper cable theft on Friday night. Officials with Windstream by Kinetic say approximately 2,000 customers have been impacted, including businesses and residents. Kinetic officials say the theft happened between Hazard and Cumberland. The thieves reportedly cut and stole a copper cable and cut a fiber optic cable. If you are impacted by an outage, you are asked to report it with the Go Kinetic app. A mobile disaster recovery center is opening in Clay County on Monday. That's to help folks impacted by the severe storms at the end of May. The center begins its services on Monday at the Clay County Community Center. Hours of operation will be Monday through Saturday from 10 until 7. Officials say people will be there to help folks apply for aid if they did sustain losses from the storms. FEMA assistance can include money for home repairs and other disaster-related needs. The city of Prestonsburg hosted a citywide cleanup. WYMT's RJ Johnson shares the event's impact on the community.
Folks gathered in downtown Prestonsburg to help clean up around the city.
Just doing a little cleanup, just trying to pick some trash up throughout the city that as far as we can go for a 4 or 5 hour period. Cleaning up some dead grass, just things along the sidewalk, just trying to do a few things to help our landscaping department.
Mayor Rick Hughes says they want to help beautify the city.
I want to see people come to this town, and I want to see them come back. I want to see them say, hey, we stopped at this little town in eastern Kentucky. They got a sign up that says Star City, and it was clean.
But it is also helping out the city as some departments are experiencing staffing shortages.
We are understaffed, and we do try to get out, and we do try to help out, and we do try to make sure that as much as we can get taken care of. Sometimes, yes, we're running behind, but we do eventually get to it. It just takes a little bit extra time, especially since we're kind of shorthanded.
The event brought out dozens of people, including middle school students.
I mean, they just showed up, and one of the parents, who's a good friend of ours, said, yep, she rode me out of bed at 6:30 and said we got to be there by 7.
Including players from the University of Pikeville's men's soccer team.
We actually started at 7 this morning. UPike couldn't get here at about 8:45, so they're kind of, we had set some stuff aside knowing that they were coming, so that's what they're working on, some of the side streets.
Working together to keep their community clean. In Prestonsburg, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Hughes says they are accepting applications to fill those positions, saying you can visit City Hall for more information. Back in July, the Cumberland Falls State Resort Park was awarded the TripAdvisor Traveler's Choice Award for 2024. The honor places the park among the top % of attractions in the world. Having one of the best attractions in the world is huge for Corbin and for the people in Eastern Kentucky. When asked about the honor, park supervisor says it would not be possible without the people in the community.
And you know, we have people that come back, and you know, in my position, it's very rewarding to see the little kids come back. You know, maybe they're older and they come back and get married, have their wedding here, and then later have a family reunion. So it's all about making that mark and getting them to come back.
With summer coming to an end, she says there is no better place to close out the summer than at the Cumberland Falls State Park. And speaking of the falls, Eastern Kentucky has many parks, and at the Cumberland Falls State Resort Park, people came to make sure that it stays clean. WYMT's Austin Hicks was there for the cleanup.
The Cumberland Falls State Resort Park is home to the biggest waterfall in Kentucky, known as the Niagara Falls of the South. The park attracts thousands of people every year. Jihan Abazor says to help keep the park clean, folks in the community are needed.
We do cleanups every month during school season of the months for University of Cumberland's, but during summer season, at peak season, we have all the visitors coming in, so why not do a public cleanup?
The people who participated in the cleanup volunteered their time and effort. Hosting these events help get people in the area involved with the park.
This is their park basically. You know, we want them to feel involved and we want them to feel like they're taking care of this park because a lot of people have had memories here as a kid, just like me, and there's future generations to come and we want to continue to keep our park looking beautiful as ever.
The park clean is always a point of importance for everyone who works at the park. Seeing people in the community come out and support the park goes a long way.
You know, nothing they're getting out of it, but basically feeling good about themselves at the end of the day. You know, they're doing this cleanup, they're doing a good deed, it's rewarding, and we really appreciate it so much.
This was the last cleanup of the summer. The public cleanups will begin again next July. In Corbin, Austin Hicks, WYMT Mountain News.
If you are looking for something to do later this evening, the park will be hosting its Moonbow event at the Cumberland Waterfall tonight.